Hello everyone. Today we are going to learn about the class diagram. In today's lecture, we will discuss about what is UML and introduction to the class diagram. So, what is UML? UML stands for Unified Modeling Language. Is it something similar to the programming language? No, it is not. It is just general modeling language. And what it's used for? So, the UML is used to visualize the design of a system. We'll understand with a simple example. So just like an architect draw the blueprint for building plan before construction, similarly, the software engineer draws the UML diagram before coding. So the UML has been categorized into two different types. One is the structural diagram and another one is the behavioral diagram. In structural diagram, it consists of the different diagrams like class diagram, profile diagram, package diagram, etc. So the structural diagram, it denotes the state. Okay. So structure, as you can say, as you can see the name structure. Structure is a static. Okay. So it represents the static aspects of the diagram. On the other hand, behavioral diagram, behavior changes. So behavioral diagram represents the dynamic aspects of a diagram. So today we will focus on the class diagram. So the class diagram represents the static structure of a system by showing its classes, attributes, method, and the relationship. We will understand with the simple acronym CAR. Okay, so all the static diagrams follows this CAR acronym. So in the CAR, C stands for component, A stands for attribute, and R stands for relations. Okay, so what is component, what is attribute, what is relations, we will discuss in detail. Okay, so the key components of class diagram are the classes, attributes, and the methods. So the classes represented rectangles with three compartments: name, attribute, and methods. So here you can see you have the bank class, you have the branch class, and you have an account class. So you can see it's divided into the three compartments. Okay, the top compartment, which is account, it's the class name. Okay, or you can say it's the component name. And the second compartment consists an attributes, which represent the characteristics of a class. Okay, so the account number is a and the another attribute is the balance, which is the balance of an account. Okay, account number of an account. On the other hand, you can see the third compartment, which consists of an functions or the methods. So the methods represent the functionality of an component. So the account, like from account, we can in account we can deposit the money. From account, we can withdraw the money, and we can perform different kind of operations in an account. In front of the attributes and in front of the functions, you see the symbols. Okay, that is minus and the plus. So here, the minus symbol represents the private. Okay, and the plus symbol represent the public. Okay, so what does it mean by private and what does mean by the public? So private means by these attributes or whatever, all these attributes, whichever indicated as a private, are only accessible within the class. Okay, so the branch class cannot access the account number attribute because it's denoted as a private attribute. Okay, on the other hand, plus symbol indicates the public. So the public attribute, anyone, any class can access the public attribute. Then we have the third symbol, which is protected. Okay, so what is protected then? So it is something similar to the private, but it has some additional functionalities. So what are the additional functionalities? If you see the account class, so if I add some attribute as an protected, so that attribute can be accessed by its child class. So account child class are loan, saving account, current account. So you can say in general, like the parents characteristics or parents attributes can be accessed by the child attributes or the child classes. Okay, then we discuss about the classes, we discuss about the attributes, we discuss about the methods. Okay, Now we will discuss about the relationships. So first we will discuss about the association. Here you can see this branch and the account, all these components, all these classes are attached by a line. This line indicates the association. Okay. Then we will discuss about the aggregation. What is aggregation? Here you can see the diamond type symbol. Okay. So this diamond symbol, please make sure this diamond symbol is halo. Okay. There's nothing. So this halo diamond symbol represent the aggregation. So aggregation has a relationship. Okay. So what does mean by has a relationship? So branch has a account. So every branch has a account. Okay. Similarly, there's an composition relationship. Okay. So you can see the another diamond here. Okay. Which is field. Okay. It's not a hollow diamond. So the composition here. So the composition indicates that if the bank exists, okay, then there will be branches exist. Let's suppose the bank goes bankrupt, okay. If we delete the bank, in that case, obviously branches won't exist. If there's no ANZ bank, its branches need to be shut down, okay. So you can see the composition. So how to remember what is composition, what is aggregation. Sometimes you might get confused with both these terms. So there's just focus on the comp. Comp means compulsory. Okay. So it's just for remembering purpose. So if it's an composition, then it's an compulsory. Okay. So if the bank exists, it's compulsory that branches will exist. If the bank is deleted or if the bank is removed or it's shut down, then all the branches will be shut down as well. Then the last comes is the inheritance. So you can see the triangle symbol. So the triangle symbol represents the inheritance. So it's something similar to the inheritance in our family. That is, we inherit our parents' characteristics, parents' property. Similarly, account act as an parent class here, and all this loan, saving account, and the current account acts as a uh, child class. Okay. So all these characteristics of the parent account will access by the child account. So what's the need? Okay. You don't need to replicate the data like the account number, balance. Obviously, the loan might need to access the balance of an account. Okay. So all these characteristics will be accessed by the child account. Then the last comes, you can see this symbol, this digit, okay? 1 0 dot dot star. So here 0 indicates the 0, dot dot indicates the or, and star indicates the many. Okay. So one customer might be having zero here, zero or one or many bank account, loan accounts. Okay, so maybe he borrow a loan for house, a loan for car. Okay, so obviously if he have multiple loans, he will be having multiple loan accounts. Okay, so he can have zero or many loan accounts. Okay, here similarly you can see like the bank might be having uh every bank will be having multiple branches. Okay. So to summarize what we have learned so far, we have discussed what is UML. Okay, we have discussed the two different types of the UML, that is structural diagram and the behavioral diagram. Structural diagram represent the static aspects, behavioral diagram represent the dynamic aspects. We discussed the class diagram, we discussed the key components of the class diagram, which is the attributes, which is the relationships, which is the methods. Okay, the another real life example will be the e-commerce system where the customer, products, order, these will be the classes or the components, and product will might be having the product ID, okay, and product name, etc. Okay, so thank you.